Board. This is Monday, February 3rd, 2020. 24 years ago today was the greatest day of my life.
Really?
Your birthday.
Did you get married? Born.
Somebody was born.
Huh?
Somebody was born, one of your kids.
Wait, why?
Bryce was born. My firstborn.
Happy birthday.
It should be your anniversary.
Really?
Yeah.
That is a great
Because
day.
you're
But
supposed to love
that's
one of
true.
your children.
Yes, that's true. But
Yeah, that's true.
okay, but the love you have for your spouse doesn't happen on your anniversary. It happens before you get married.
True.
So it's like a steady process. So as far as one day,
It's like a whole lifetime of love.
and the child, of course, is a celebration of that love. So you need me to explain it, I guess. So yes, I did. All right. She says, "Oh no, I'm not explaining that much." All right. Here we go. Homework was 334, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm not going to talk over you. Thanks. Spence. Here we go. In the circle graph, the sum of the percents is 100%, right?
Yeah.
It's everything. And that fraction would be 1. So if you're comparing 20 things, 20 out of 20 would be 1. Number 2, you should have written 10%. Listen quickly. Number 3, you should have written 9%. Number 4, you should have written 62.5%. You with me, Dina? Number 5, Dina wrote 150%. Number 6, you had 2 things to write. 0.8, 4/5. If you wrote 8/10, make sure you reduce it to 4/5. Number 7, Jonathan wrote
0.125.
and
Oh.
We're supposed
Were
to
you
do
supposed to do
2.
2 things?
0.12. Write the percent as a decimal and as a fraction in simplest form.
Oh.
1/8. Thank you. Number 8, Jaden wrote.
0.075.
Yes, if you did not get 0.075, fix that. The decimal point has to be moved 2 places to the left, and Jaden also wrote as a fraction 3/40ths. Right? And a quick mental math check, you would say, it can't be 3/4 because that's 75%, not 7.5%. Number 9, 110%. Let's see. Who's always given 110%? Who's always? Brett, what'd you get for 110% as a decimal?
1.110.
Okay, or just 1.1, yep. 1.10 or just 1.1. And what about a fraction or mixed number? What would it be? What would 1.1 is 1 and 1/10, right? So your mixed number would be 1 and 1/10. Fraction. Number 10. What percentage sleep 8 hours a night? What percentage of the children sleep 8 hours a night? Lauren? You got 3/8, but that's not percent. You got the fraction 3/8. You got to turn that into a percent. When you turn the fraction into a decimal, you get 0.375. So percent, it's 37.5. Obviously, they made a big mistake in the number 11. It should be 0.01, right? Not 2 zeros. Zacchaeus, did you guys pray for your mom in Bible today?
No.
Okay, I don't want to know any more than that, but how's she doing?
So you heard, she's doing okay. She's going for MRI today because the doctor messed up yesterday, and so they couldn't get it yesterday. She could have gone home yesterday.
Did somebody go through a stop sign?
Yeah,
So her hip's not broken?
no, it's broken. I think she said it's just a fracture though. Well, they said that it was fractured. They said it was broken really bad, and then I don't even know anymore.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, pray for Zach's mom. Somebody, like, you know what it's called when they say they got T-boned?
Yeah.
Someone right into the side.
Yeah, but he was going way too fast and he didn't stop. He just,
Number 12, write the decimal or fraction as a percent. What is 1.27 as a percent, Casey? No. Soon as you see the 1, you know it's over 100. 127%. You got to move it not 1 but 2 places. Mitchell, what's 0.057 as a percent?
Wait, it's 5.7.
It's 5.7%. Look, y'all know that that's 5 hundredths. That's 5%. So if you're changing that into a percent, it can't be 57. It's got to be 5.7 because if you take this 7 away, you know that that's 5 hundredths, 5%. So as a percent, it's 5.7. Number,
Did you set the street?
yes. You didn't hear me say the date? I made a big deal about my kid's birthday.
Have you been playing?
Yeah, I didn't know if you started it.
Number 14. You gotta go faster now. Dominic, 14.
3.9.
3.9%. Number 15. This is a really tough one. Lauren, 0.4%. Move it twice. Number 16 is 1.25%. Number 17, 15%. Number 18, 310%.
I got that.
Because 3 would be 300%, 310%. Number 19, 0.5%. If you wrote 5%, look at it. 5 over 100 is 5%. 4 over 800 can't be 5%. 0.5%. Number 20. What'd you get for number 20? This will show if you're doing it right. Spencer.
I got 4,730%.
4,730%.
What I got?
You gotta move it. Listen, it's simple process. 2 to the right, or from percent to decimal, 2 to the left. Number 21, 105.6%. Number 22, 0.8%. Number 23, 52.5%.
I got that.
Number 24, 55.5 repeating percent, or since you know it's ninths, you could have written 55 and 5/9%. Either one is acceptable. 24. Number 25, we did on the board Friday. 85.3 repeating, which is 85 and 1/3%. Number 26, 26 LP. 0.28%. Number 27 is 70%. After all those, I think the easiest one is number 27. 70%. Number 28.
Yeah, that was pretty easy.
Write it as a decimal and as a fraction. Who haven't I picked on yet? David. 0.40 or 0.4. What's that as a fraction? 2/5, because 4/10 reduces to 2/5. Number 29. 0.87%. I'm sorry, 0.87 and 87 hundredths. 0.325, 13/40ths. 1.01, 1 and 100. Number 32, 0.01, 100. Number 33, 0.042, 21 over 500. Because 42 over 1,000, divide them both by 2, 21 over 500. Number 34. What'd you get for 34, Elise? Yes, 2.002. And those of you that actually follow directions, 2 and 1/500. 2 over 1,000 reduces to 1 over 500. Number 35, 1.24, 1 and 6/25. 24 over 100, divide them both by 4. Number 36, who wants to give 36 a try? Elise.
1.8709.
Yes, move it 2 to the left, 1.8709. The fraction is irreducible. It's already in lowest terms. 1 and 8,709 10,000ths. That might be the biggest fraction you've ever seen that can't be reduced. Number 37, 0.004. 4 over 1,000 reduces to 1 over 250. 38.0078. 39 over 5,000. And 39.4455. What'd you get for fraction? Anybody that actually did it? You're in junior high. You can read. You can do more than one direction at a time now. Noah, what'd you get?
4,455 over 10,000.
Okay, it reduces. Because they both end in a 5 or 0. 891 over 2,000. Number 40. Number 40, put these in order. It should look like this. 0.022.
Yay, I got that.
22%. 28 over 125. 9 over 40 and 0.228. This would be only 2.2%, right? Hello? That would be only 2.2%. That's a really small number compared to 22%. This is a little more than 22%. That's a little more than 22%. That should be 22.5%. 9 over 40, 22.5%. So the difference between these three was very small. And actually this one too. This was obviously the smallest, and then the difference in theirs to the thousandths. All right, ready to move on?
Yeah.
I know you're supposed to do 43, but time dictates that we go to page 337, 1 through 13. You've got 23 minutes. Hopefully you have no homework. If you have questions, ask.
I got paper.
Ask me a question and I will do my best to help you without giving the answer.
This right here.
No. 337. Oh, yeah. Review quiz 1. To make sure, Sydney, you're going to ace this test. She humbly proclaimed.
As a fraction? Yes.
Write the ratio in simplest form means you're writing as a fraction. Okay, for some reason, Zacchaeus, For some reason, work time turns into playtime.
It's not playtime, it's work.
Stop the nonsense. No one should leave here actually today without being done and without understanding everything you're doing. Most of you need Chapter 7's test to go way better than Chapter 6's test.
Are we taking a quiz?
You're doing review quiz 1 right now.
Yeah, are we gonna have a quiz?
Is it tomorrow?
This serves as your quiz.
Oh, Thursday.
Thursday?
Get to work.
Thursday's also our best. Our last one. Are you gonna?
Yes.
Five. Well, I have number 4.
Okay, I won't do it, but I'll remind you. How do you find out what A is? Lauren, whenever you have two equivalent ratios, yes. And now you've got yourself an algebraic equation where you undo what they did to the letter A. What's that?
You like the class way better. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Not like.
Well,
multiply each
listen,
side.
it depends. I look at number 4 like you and I go, oh,
Yeah, 'cause I see you just
72 divided by 12 is 6.
12. If it's in like our math class.
Right.
Okay.
Listen, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Remember that? Bella says, Bella looks at number 4, David. Please don't talk. Bella looks at number 4, David, and says she can easily see from her math facts that to get from 72 to 6 in the denominator, they divided by 12. So she thinks, oh, what's 5 times 12? That's what goes for A. You can do that. Or you can cross multiply. They both work. Not all of them are that easy. Like the next one, what do you multiply 2 by to get to 7? Not so, no, it's not so simple. 7 times 3 divided by 2 because you got to do 2x equals 7 times 3. Yes.
You said, but you multiply 6 by to get to 72. That would be the answer.
David, 72 times 5 equals 6a. Okay. How do you get rid of the 6? There you go. I didn't use 72 times 5 equals 6a, David. Write it. Write it down, David. David, write 6a.
I was better than 72 times 5, but then I was but now I'm on.
That makes really a lot of sense. That's a lot.
And then you divide by 6, that's what it is.
David, did you write it down?
I mean, so you're writing it down. I was.
David, I'm starting to think you're doing it on purpose.
I just need to know what
6a equals 72 times 5.
Oh, good work out. We have to work it out.
Rachel,
If I don't want to. No.
that's what you should do. That's how you should do
I think
You got it right. But here's the thing, if you're sitting there like, oh, so I got it right, but You're like, you're searching on a, this is how I kind of did it.
Well, I Johnny.
And your friend.
The 6
I tried to put you in my featured channels, but it wouldn't let me.
Wait, you actually.
No. Where was Paul? He's good.
Derek has more matches played than go.
I know how to do it.
Now you just have to read your book. Lauren, now you have to read your book. What?
Okay, no, so this isn't acceptable. You're trying to do things by the least amount of work. Yeah. Right now, 6A equals 7, it's right there.
It's not like a.
I don't remember.
I skimmed endurance. That's all I got.
I listened to the audio about the phone.
I hate endurance. I skimmed endurance. I got an A on endurance.
And just kind of follow along with the book.
Ever. It's so boring.
What?
Oh, it's a terrible
Listen to
book.
the
I
audio.
know. The movies.
Because that's what he does in class and stuff. Follow along. It's so
Take the time.
Yeah.
when you study like 30 minutes.
Case.
I cried during one period.
Case. Case. Case.
What are you doing?
Rachel. Casey. What? I don't even know what you want yet. There's too many people talking. Number 9. Okay. You're going to do cross products, right? Right? So 19 times Z plus 1 has to equal 95 times 8. So 19Z plus 19 equals 760. How do I get rid of the 19? Subtract 19 from both sides. How do I get rid of the 19 now? Divide both sides by 19. This is number 9. It's always the same process. Cross products. The only difference, Micah, in number 9 is when you do your cross products, you got to use the distributive property. 19Z plus 19. Get rid of the 19 by subtracting. Get rid of the 19 by dividing. Yes? Did you? I'm only going to do number 5. If you've already got it set up on your paper, 2x equals 21. Okay, why?
Oh, no, I have that side.
Okay, so if 2x equals 21, Kim, how do you get rid of the 2? We've been doing this since September. How do you get rid of the 2? So what's 21 divided by 2? That's it. You got it.
But in the book, it says 24.7. It says it right here. Is that what I'm like?
Actually, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. No, we need to help. Why?
Which number?
No, okay, I would. I'm worried things like what?
They're looking at
Oh, right.
So, for 4, I got 60.
Hold up. Look, middle schoolers, you're gonna, go ahead.
So I got 60 and he got 40 for 4. So which one?
Zacchaeus, listen. The silliness has to stop, all the talking, because we've got people asking questions about September stuff. It's really beyond
See, I
my
thought,
comprehension.
I thought that it was.
How do you get rid of the 6? You have 6A equals 3. How do you get rid of this?
Divided by 6. I thought.
You're asking me 360 divided by 6, Zacchaeus. You have to be able to do 360 divided by 6.
Yes, I don't.
I can't do that for you. I won't do that for you.
4. See, I thought that you could, as a way, is it 60 or 6 you go into 72? 12 times 10, 5 times 12, 60.
You could do it that way, yes.
See? So,
Because there's,
so I got 60, so is that right?
yes.
That is right. 'Cause I did it that way, and then he said that's not.
Yes. By the way, if you save 40%, that means you're spending how much of the original cost? If you're saving 40%, you're spending 60% of the original cost. How do you write 60% as a decimal? So what's the original cost? $29. You're only paying 60% of the full price. 60% of the full price. So it's 29 times 0.60. Or you could have done this, 29 times 0.40, and then subtract it from 29. Why don't you just do it in one shot? If 40% off is 60% on, which is a phrase I use often at home.
30 off.
Oh, it's on sale, it's 30% off. My reply, that means it's 70% on. So I'm not buying it.
What if it was 70% off?
Then it'd be
Then it'd be closer to me buying it because now it's only 30% off.
What if it's 100%?
So once we get less than 50, you got my
You
attention.
lost me
What
in
if
the big
something is
one.
100%?
Because retail is for suckers. What?
You get 10 bucks split scratch.
You get 10 bucks back. You don't know that.
All right, LP's got a question.
Right?
Not about math. Sure.
Wow, you're such a nice guy.
The whole circle graph has to equal how many percent?
100.
The whole circle graph equals what as a fraction? 1. Whether it's 5 over 5, 160 over 160. So what's the first thing you should do when you look at that circle graph? What's the first thing you should do? Add up all the different types of flowers. 12 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3. You got to find out how many total flowers there are. Then you make fractions. If there's 30 total flowers and 12 of them are carnations, 12 30ths are carnations. Now figure that out as a percent. Sure, buddy.
I really think it was hit.
If you want to 14, then it's a Friday, give it half day.
I told my brother.
That was the greatest.
11 days.
11 days. Oh, Valentine's Day.
Day. What?
You have a particular interest in that?
I'm sure you
Get it? Pun intended?
do. What?
Pun
I
intended?
didn't get it.
I just love Valentine's Day.
I just love
Pun intended?
Pun intended. I'm not talking. Oh, you didn't even the brain
You got someone in mind?
Yeah.
No, I don't have
Starts with the word.
Start to the what?
Consonant?
Seriously? Consonant. All names start with not all. Not all. Like Alex.
Who's the best?
I don't need it.
I'm pretty